सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातं हम वंदे श्री गुरुं दीनतारिणे. So today we'll see verse number 72. So Krishna explained about what is the advantage of reading, hearing, studying Bhagavad Gita. So I think this is the last verse of what Krishna is speaking. After this is Arjuna, and then Sanjay. Okay, so let us see what Arjuna said. Kachit etat shrutam partha
कच्चित् एतत् श्रुतं पार्थ
vai ekagreణ chetasa
एकाग्रेण चेतसः
kachit jnana sammoha
कच्चित् अज्ञानसम्मोहः
kachit ajnana sammoha pranashtaste dhananjaya.
प्रणस्तस्ते धनञ्जय
So
कच्चित् एतत् श्रुतं पार्थ त्वयैकाग्रेण चेतसः कच्चित् अज्ञानसम्मोहः प्रणस्तस्ते धनञ्जय
कश्चित् एतत् श्रुतं पार्थ त्वयैकाग्रेण चेतसा कश्चित् अज्ञानसम्मोहः प्रणस्तस्ते धनञ्जय.
Kaschit. Translation and purport. O son of Pritha, conqueror of wealth, have you heard this with an attentive mind? Are your ignorance and illusion now dispelled? Purport. The Lord was acting as spiritual master of Arjuna. Therefore, it was his duty to inquire from Arjuna whether he understood the whole Bhagavad Gita in its proper perspective. If not, the Lord was ready to re-explain any point or the whole Bhagavad Gita if so required. Actually, anyone who reads Bhagavad Gita from a bona fide spiritual master like Krishna or his representative will find that all his ignorance is dispelled. Bhagavad Gita is not an ordinary book written by poet or fiction writer. It is spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Any person fortunate enough to hear this teaching from Krishna or from his bona fide spiritual representative is sure to become liberated person and get out of darkness of ignorance. So you see here, this is the affection of Krishna towards Arjuna, or for example, we can say towards any devotee. So he's not forcing Arjuna. So he's just asking, have you heard? Did you understand what you should do? And whatever decision you were taking about not fighting and all, do you understand that it was of ignorance? And he's very affectionately asking Arjuna. And means also his one question was like, will you be able to take proper decision? If not, let me know, I will help you out more. So he said like after in the 66th verse he gave the instruction, but then he said, okay, let me help you out, because he knew that it may be difficult for Arjuna to deliberate on the discussions or the instructions and take decision. So still further, Krishna explained about the prime duty in short again to Arjuna. And now he is again, if you have heard, so is your illusion gone now? Means Krishna is asking him to take decision now. And illusion and ignorance is dispelled means Krishna is indirectly telling him that don't take decision of like not fighting and living by begging and all those things. So he is indirectly giving the hint also to Arjuna what he should do. Now, because in the second chapter we have seen that When Arjuna said, I cannot fight, Krishna said, this type of decision is not befitting a man like Arjuna. It's coming from your ignorance. That is foolish. He has already said that. So now he's saying that your that ignorance of not fighting, is it gone now? Or not fighting is the conclusion, but the reasons that you were giving, that was were coming out of ignorance. So is it gone now? So again, Krishna is indirectly telling Arjuna that he should fight rather than the other options. So this actually verse signifies that how much Krishna respects the free will of a jiva. Uh, He's not forcing Arjuna. He told, get up and fight and all, but ultimately he asked Arjuna, you take the decision. So uh, he could have said actually, Arjuna, you have to fight. There is no more for discussion on this. I'm not going to tell more things. You just start fighting now. Finish. As a spiritual master, he could have done that, but he didn't do that. He still gave the freedom to Arjuna to take the decision and uh, do whatever Arjuna wants to do. So this is an ideal behavior of a guru, you can say, where guru gives whole knowledge, whole information to the disciple and takes him to take a well-informed, well-thought decision instead of taking wrong decision in hurry. So this is what we say is a proper behavior of a person who respects the other person. So we should not force. Many times it happens that we force our decisions on our wife, or wife forces on husband, or on our kids. You have to do like this. No more discussions, no more arguments. Complete. This is the decision is taken. You have to do like this. So many times it happens. But here Krishna, though he is the supreme Lord, he is still not forcing Arjuna to do. So if Krishna himself don't force anyone to do, why we should force? One way there is a requirement. So if somebody will say, how come on, how if our kids are doing wrong things, we have to tell them, we have to stop them. Correct. But what Krishna did, he gave the knowledge, he gave the information, and complete information he gave. And then he said, now you take proper decision. So this is a um, perfect way of handling the situations. But in real life, this may not happen, or this it may not work like this, right? Because of our anger or anxiety, whatever, we may not be in that situation. So, but Krishna is giving this standard here, how you should handle such situations. So, actually, this is a quality of devotee, that he always thinks of the next person or next devotee and gives him the freedom to do. So we should not be forcing our decisions of on anyone. So this book I am giving you, you have to read it every day. You have to read it in 7 days, or something like this. Devotees will never do that. Or some situation devotee says, no, this will not work. I don't want this to be done like this, something like this. So it's not devotee don't behave like this. They are very compassionate, and if it's not the circle of influence, they don't entertain, or they don't go into that. And if the decisions are in your circle of influence, still devotee don't enforce. They give their opinion, and then ask the next person, do you agree? What do you think? What is your option? Uh, am I wrong? What is the better way? So there are several ways in which you can put the situation into the next person's decision making ability. So this is how uh, our unnecessary endeavors to control the outcome of any decision, or control the decision making of any individual, should avoid this. So by that, actually, we become detached. So we should be detached. So Arjuna, Krishna, though Guru of Arjuna, when he explained all the things to Arjuna, still Krishna is detached. So he is okay if Arjuna could have taken the otherwise decision, because Krishna said, You fight or you don't fight. These people are going to die. That's because I have already done that. So you cannot stop that, right? So Krishna would thought if Arjuna says, okay, Arjuna could have refused to fight, then maybe Krishna had alternative plan, but the thing will be executed. So his option was, okay, anyway, Arjuna, if you want or not want, they are going to die. It's already decided by me. But you win the glory, ne? You become victorious. So every time Krishna is thinking of Arjuna and giving priority to Arjuna. So in our day-to-day activities also we can apply this, giving priority to wife or husband or the kids over the some personal stuff which may not be directly related to kids. Mm. So this will also help to have good healthy relationships, right? So now, because now Krishna explained so many things to Arjuna, now it is expected that Arjuna should take some decision and tell, right? Okay, what I am going to do because the war is held up now. So it's Arjuna's decision making that should happen. So from the next verse, actually, Arjuna also summarizes the Bhagavad Gita and his understanding and what is the correct way he thinks from here. So we'll see that verse tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining. Any comments?
Yeah, hello, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Today's verse, I felt like we can relate to our worshipping God in temples.
Yeah.
Because many religions, they have a particular day, or like they go to one particular day. But in our Hinduism, it depends on our wish. We can go to temple. Nobody forces us to go on your birthdays or on your auspicious puja, any festival day, but we are free to go any day to our temple. Our religion also, it's like free on our will only, right? We
Right.
can take decision on our behalf.
Mm.
Maybe like how Krishna allows everybody to uh, sarams, like gods also we can have any like somebody like Vishnu, somebody like goddesses, somebody like Shiva.
Yes.
So it's can we relate like that also
So
to
uh,
today's verse?
yeah. So but see, what Krishna has done, like for gods also, Krishna gave us the guideline, right? So the way you
Mm.
worship the god, you will go there. Okay,
Mm.
and that may be temporary because those gods are not eternal. So he gave the direction, okay, and then he says, okay, you intelligent person will take a proper choice, okay. But of course, like Krishna says that, but if somebody believes in say Shiva, for
Mm.
example, and he likes Shiva and he is ready to do anything for Shiva, for example. So
Mm.
Krishna says, okay, I make his faith strong on that particular God so that he can worship completely, right? So
Mm.
that freedom, of course, we have. So in Hindu, like we don't force that, don't do like this, don't do like
Right, right.
you do, but Srila Prabhupada, there is one sentence of Srila Prabhupada actually. Srila Prabhupada said, you have faith in something, okay? If you have faith in some God or some religion or some practice, then do it 100%.
Mm.
That was Srila Prabhupada's line that, okay, if you have faith in somebody, you completely follow that so that you reach the ultimate benefit or ultimate goal of that particular worship. Don't do
Mm.
like, okay, I have little faith here, I have little faith there.
Mm.
That's not the correct, but then you cannot go upwards, right? You cannot focus and go upwards. So if
Mm.
somebody has faith in Shiva, then you have to completely dedicate. And what is the ultimate? What is Shiva Puran says? What you will achieve? That should be the goal, right? Then
Mm.
not like, okay, I will worship every Monday. I will do fasting. That's good. That okay, every Monday is Shiva's day, so I will do fasting. And then what? You do fasting. Then what? That is our
Mm.
part, right? We have to think. Okay, what Shiva Puran says. What you should be doing. right? So fasting, doing fasting, and that is one way, but there must be something more, right? Shiva does not say only do fasting and then,
Fasting.
right, right. So there
Yeah.
must be something Lord Shiva says what you have to do. So if you have faith in Shiva or you have faith in Durga, you have to look at those Durga Puran,
Mm.
and then what,
And
right,
learn more about it and
right, so that your faith becomes strong, and then you proceed upwards, right, towards the spiritual practice and deeper. That will give the heart and the soul the inner peace that we are searching for, right? So Srila Prabhupada always said, dedicate your consciousness to that faith so that you attain the perfection. So we have freedom, but then we have to be serious also.
yeah,
Right.
like completely we have to trust something what we are doing.
Correct, correct. So there are many stories like, okay, because this topic came up, you know Sai Baba, right?
Mm.
So I also used to go to Sai Baba, Shirdi, okay? Because Shirdi Sai Baba day is Thursday, right? So
Right.
Thursday is the best day to take darshan. So from Pune and Bombay, many people go every Wednesday night. They go, or monthly once they go on Wednesday night to reach for Mangal Aarti in Sai Baba temple, which is as 4:30. Because if you enter 4:30 in the temple hall, then you can be there till 7 o'clock, till the next darshan opens.
Oh.
You can see the Abhishek and also that was the time when a person will okay like to be there. Okay, so we are group of my friends and we used to go on bike. We are young, so we go to go from Bombay to there on bike. So what Sai Baba said, like Sabka Malik Ek, right? That was Sai Baba's main teaching. Okay, so if you are intelligent, okay, then we have to ask Sai Baba, na, who is that Sabka Malik Ek, right? So what you want me to do? So if you have complete faith in Sai Baba, okay, you read his teachings, and then you have to find out who is Sabka Malik Ek, because Sai Baba never said, I am the Malik, right? He never said, I am that ultimate person. He never, Sai Baba said, Sabka Malik Ek, please surrender unto him, right? So we have to find out, okay, who is that? How to reach there, right? So I'm just giving one example that there is always a hint somewhere, right? So Jesus also said, I am son of God. Okay, then you have to find out, okay, who is God? Jesus, you tell me, right? So that way, Srila Prabhupada said, you will reach to the ultimate understanding of this. So that's the role, right? So I just gave one example which I have gone through, right? So hope that helps.
Yeah, it's very helpful. Thank you so much for your explanation and the story as well.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. It's very helpful because Hindu gods, whoever you see, there will be hint. Okay, so we have to reach there. Then it becomes very interesting.
Right, right.
Right,
So many has that doubt also. Especially not now. Before olden days, they used to pray Shiva, the
right,
so
right,
many other gods.
right, right. So for Shiva also, right? Shiva meditates, right, on someone, or use a Shani Dev. Many people worship Shani Dev also, right? So,
Right.
but Shani Dev meditates on someone, right? So then we have to ask Shani Dev, right? Okay, we are worshipping you, but whom you are means on whom you are meditating, right? Or Lord Shiva, we are everything for you. We are ready for that, but on whom you are meditating and for what, right? So that hint we should get, right, from somewhere, and that then actually when you have that type of inquisitiveness, then whoever the god is, they respond. They will give direction through some person or so, through some lines in their Puran. So then it's actually we are serious, right? So that way it's very, we have to dedicate, ne? Once we have faith. That's our duty actually. So
Right, right.
likewise, Krishna says, "You do whatever you want to do. I give you knowledge." So if you worship Lord Shiva will give you hint, and then he will say, "Okay, I gave you the hint. Now you decide." Right. So that's how it is.
Right.
Yeah, but we
Very
should
interesting.
aim. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, but we should aim for that goal. Na?
Yes.
Then we will reach.
Mm.
So that's our part.
Right.
Yeah. I hope it helps.
Yeah, it's very clear. Yeah, it's like you have a muktiki, you have a goal. Like, what is your goal for
Right, right.
praying, or what is that you want to achieve? Or
Correct, correct. Just means just doing on the surface, na. The gods will not be happy. Na? They are, what you are doing? You are just fasting, and then what? What do you want actually? You want something, right? Okay, I will give you. But if that should not be the case, right? I'm not doing fasting for getting something. I don't want anything. Are you in that stage? That we have to think. Then we
Okay.
understand, okay, what's going on.
Thank you so much for your explanation.
Thank you very much for this very important question. Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank
Hare
you so
Krishna.
much.
Thank you so much. So we'll go to the Arjuna's decision tomorrow.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, thank you.
Mm,
Krishna, thank you.
Thank you.